We are back in Nick Coldfront. Last time I did the first mission in the first actual campaign, as far as I remember, there seemed to be a lot of infantry spamming and light armor spamming as well. So I've specifically made my loadout to sort of be able to counter that with a little bit of room to also just test out new stuff. And I think without further ado, let's get into it. We are going to still be doing the normal mode, but I can personally justify that for myself considering that I know a lot less about this stuff and it's supposed to be played with multiple players and I'm doing it alone. Maybe that's just cope, but personally I much prefer doing it alone too with random people or with the bots. Alright, looks like so we're immediately getting these guys. I don't know if they'll be ours or AI. I'd like to have them be mine, but whatever. I know that factories don't often pop up in actual, like, PvE campaigns in normal Nick, so that's pretty interesting. I like that. We're gonna have to keep that locked down. There doesn't appear to be much over here, so this is probably a defensive map, so I should send someone over that bunker as soon as possible, because those tend to be very useful. So let's get started placing. It'd probably be a very good idea to have a battle copter because they're quite good on defense since they can't go very far. So I believe I will start with that. Again, the models they just look so cool in this version. I think this side looks pretty covered, but there is a good chance that they'll be just enough to overwhelm them, so I should still probably give them a little support. I don't think they have any radios, so probably going to send someone over to help them with that. I'll give them some basic shock troopers, and we're going to throw down the mortar carriage. In the mortar carriage, we'll go with field medics, because there are a lot of infantry over here. There is a lot of infantry, I mean. Then additionally, I'm going to get the supply half-track, and I'm going to throw in some actual, just normal riflemen, because I'm going to want to send them all the way over here. Or, you know what? I might not do that. I might just send them in these buildings instead, because I don't need to actually protect, like, an HQ over here, or what is this, an outpost. In that case, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a medium gunner in here so I can easily transport them, and then I'm going to have just riflemen outside. Also, we can produce stuff with the outpost, I assume, so it shouldn't be too bad if we have leftover ticks. Besides that, I'm going to have one medium tank just so we can get a little bit of armor in here. Looks like we can actually put two things in the mortar carriage. I didn't realize that's very useful. In which case, we'll have a bazooka just for some more anti-armor. Here we are. All right. Do not fail the objective for 15... Oh, well, now it's 14 turns. Do not lose more than one supply depot. So this guy. So yeah, it is a defensive one. And it's not too long, so this probably won't be too hard. And I could probably fit in at least 2 missions into this one video. Major Colin Gobbins. Good to see you again, sir. Our convoy has reached the rendezvous point following that run-in with those Basilin insurgents earlier. However, Lieutenant Lorenzo's men are running a bit late. Traffic problems apparently, but it's likely insurgents instead. In the meantime, Command wants us to reinforce the border guard for now. Given the tensions between us and the neighboring Basilo, I fear we may not have a peaceful day on watch. But that's irrelevant for now, sir. Set up our forces and hold this position until relief arrives. Personally, what I really want is some, like, encyclopedia of different factions, if they're actually, like, a big deal in this game, which I hope they are. I think it would be really cool. But I want, like, an encyclopedia of all of them so that I can kind of keep track of it without having to just pick up on context clues. Oh, yeah, and then we have our units being able to move insanely far. The shock troopers, I believe I'm going to send them over here, but we'll send them into this on the way there. Mortar carriage can go so far, and it has so much fuel, so that's nice. Also, the range is pretty good. I think if we get it sort of up here, it shouldn't have a bad time. I'm going to start by having it in here. I think that'll cover me for now, but it does leave kind of a blind spot in this area. Also, we got a supply depot. Very nice. I'm going to send these troopers over here just to get that extra vision. I'm also immediately going to send the battle copter to just go check out some stuff. It is a little bit risky, but since this is such an early campaign, I doubt that they have really good anti-air weaponry. Ooh, it does look like our supply half-track has limited fuel, so that's something to worry about now. The medium tank, I'm going to leave it back here for the time being, because I'm not really sure who's going to need its help the most. Okay, I haven't heard any movement, and that turn went by pretty quick, so I don't know if the enemies have really spawned in yet. Just gives me more time to set up. I think I'm also going to... Actually, what I was going to do is I was going to get another mortar carriage out here so it could reach this area, But these troopers don't even have a radio anyway, so they're just gonna have to survive on their own. We're gonna have the supply half track go right over here because it's crazy movement, and drop the medium gunner inside. And then these riflemen are gonna hop over there. Perfect. I guess for now, I'm just gonna build up a crazy line of defense here, including that medium tank. I might get another medium tank, or I could save up for a battle tank, which would be really cool, but probably overkill. Oh, they actually hit my battle copter. How the heck? All right, Private Megan. Is it me, or are those bushes rustling? Private Davis. That's how win works. Bricks for brains. No wonder you failed public education. No, look, those ones are really moving now. Yet the wind's really calm today. Hang about, she's right. Hang about? I don't know if they meant to say that, but sure. Hang about, she's right. Gunner, load up your munitions. There's something in the trees over there. You guys get the reference? Alright, so looks like the battlecopter can be shot, but they did like 0 damage to it. So I'm just gonna take him out real quick, or at least do some pretty good damage. I think I'll leave it there next turn so I can actually finish him off, but then I'm gonna have it come back just so it doesn't get killed. This is a little bit risky because my rifleman won't get to this bunker next turn, but I think it'll be worth it just to lock that down. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna leave it just because I just need to defend. I don't need to push out too far. Now I'm going to have the supply half track run over here so that it can support this huge line of defense. I'm going to go with 2 medium tanks instead of a battle tank because the battle tank's just so much money and I really don't need all that armor. Oh man. They got him surrounded. What is this? Heck nah. Okay, I attacked them. I can't even hit them this time. Ooh, that's just out of range. Okay. I'm going to move down 2 spaces. I should be able to hit those guys. That's nice. Looks like the combat jeep can't actually hold anyone, but I still think it's priority to get rid of. Oh, I can actually just kill with this medium gunner. That's good since it'll instantly get veterancy. Fortunately, the battlecopter takes like 0 damage from those guys, so it's still at 51 health, and it looks like its morale also doesn't go down. So by all means, it should survive this next turn out in the open. I'm realizing that I probably shouldn't have actually used that medium gunner because that means that the medium gunner likely won't be able to have its overwatch active this next turn. And since they move so far, there's a real chance that other infantry could get in his range that would have otherwise been able to be dealt with. Well, live and learn. I'm going to have this medium tank actually come over and support these guys, just because there's really almost nothing over there. He's getting shot again, but he should be fine. Okay, I should have just enough time to attack one of these guys, maybe even kill them, and then get back and barely survive. There we go. Kill those guardsmen, and then fly to this supply depot. Next turn it'll land. We have a bazooka there, which isn't the easiest to deal with right now. I might just leave it alone, honestly. This medium gunner should then be ready to fight next turn. It doesn't actually have that much ammo. It only has 2 more, so we're going to have to watch out for that. Mortar carriage can't quite hit anyone. I didn't realize that the shock troop radio is really small, which is kind of messing with my plans. I think I'm actually going to get some more riflemen. Actually, let me check their radio. Their radio is just as bad. Never mind. I'm going to have to rethink that. I don't really want to go with Scout Jeep, but I think I'm going to have to. Just because it's kind of vulnerable to any anti-armor, like the bazooka over there. It's a little bit scary. Private Megan. Hold on, let me actually watch this. Ooh, okay. A lot of stuff just happened. Private Megan. Ooh, sure is a lot of them attacking us. When will they stop? Likely won't be. Those Bacillian jerks have been clawing at us for years after they left. Probably itching to tussle with us again. Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. They're shooting as us. I think that was another spelling mistake. So we're shooting at them. Besides, those idiots are charging us head on into machine guns. Idiots deserve it for being hollow in the skull. At least give those Bacillian billies some respect for having the guts to charge us, even if it's in vain. We're just lucky there's no tanks assaulting us right now. That's crazy foreshadowing right there. I'm actually going to move this over here, just so he's a little bit less vulnerable. And then we're going to get that supply in there. Keep him alive, hopefully. This medium gunner is not doing great. I'm going to start by attacking... Oh, I got that aerial spot, I see. Start by attacking these guardsmen. Then the supply half track's going to come in and keep the medium gunner alive. Now, the shock trooper actually has bulky, which means they lose a % of terrain armor. I have no idea how much, but that means that it doesn't matter as much if they're in here. So I'm thinking I could send them out, but I'm not going to do that this turn, but I'll keep it in mind. These bazookas, I'm just going to get them the veterancy here. And that does that. Perfect. Now, I have to decide whether I want to do damage to them or kill them. Probably going to kill these guys with the cannon, because the heavy machine gun ammo is going to be valuable since it does a lot of damage to almost everything here. Also, I really like the model here. You can clearly see who is not allowed to move. It's very nice. These guys over here are doing just fine. Gonna keep sending the medium tank to help them. Scout Jeep has much better radio. It can be used twice, and it's twice as large. So that's great. We're going to send him right up there. Battlecopter still isn't full health, so I might want to resupply it again, but we'll decide once we get there. Got the medium gunner shooting again. They're going after... Oh, they're really going after my bazooka. That's scary. Oh, I think the combat Jeep has multi... Yeah, it has multi-move, or agile, whatever they call it. Bazooka. Oh, the bazooka has to also wait a turn before it can attack again. I think I'm going to send the bazooka into the supply half track to keep it safe for a second. Then we're going to resupply this battlecopter and get it in the air for next turn. But they can fight it, which is... I didn't really think about that. I'm just going to have to... I'll move this at the end of the turn when I have a better idea of where everyone's going to be. These troopers are going to start shooting the combat jeep. Lower their morale a little bit. These guardsmen are pretty normal. I'm going to move this over here. The scout jeep might have enough radio. Yeah, okay. So we should be able to hit them. Oh, it's one off. Wait. Okay, it can't attack and move in the same turn. That's really messing with me. All right, we're going to finish these guys off. We're getting the medium gunner crazy veterancy right now. I think I'm just going to have to use my heavy gun on these guardsmen. It's unfortunate, but we're not really killing a whole lot right now. Looks like we actually can use the Scout Jeep's machine gun there. That's very helpful. I think I'm going to just do this. I'm going to have the guardsmen run over here. Not the guardsmen, the troopers. And then have them kill these guardsmen. Oh, wait, these are the troopers. I thought they were shock troopers. So they're in a pretty dangerous spot now, actually. So I'm going to see if I can get them back, because that was a huge miscalculation on my part. Anyway, we're going to get this bazooka, put it here, and then do a nice resupply. Now, I don't want the battlecopter to be in range of this combat jeep. Actually... The combat jeep has like 0 morale, so it shouldn't be an issue. Either way, we're just going to have it over here so it's ready to attack for next turn. Over here, on the other hand, absolutely nothing has changed, so I'll just leave it as it is. All right, they're immediately comboing my troopers. I think, yeah, my troopers can still move, so they should be safe this turn. We're just going to get a hit on these guardsmen. That's 50 damage. Kind of crazy, actually. Send the troopers into the supply half track. This is actually working out really well. Since the infantry has such crazy movement in this game, because it got buffed an extra tile, it makes it way easier for them to just escape back to the half track. And this bazooka isn't full health, but they should be alright. Also, I can send them over here, and since they have 2 range, we can actually take out this combat jeep and get another veterancy, which is very nice. Unfortunately, they are pretty vulnerable now because they're not at full health and they can't attack next turn. Now, I'm going to move this medium tank. Actually, I don't know. What I wanted to do was get the Scout Jeep out in the front so it can use its radio, but that might not be the best idea because the Scout Jeep is pretty vulnerable, which is kind of why I didn't really want to use it in the first place. But, you know, it'll be all right. Okay, we can finish off these guardsmen. Now, I am going to resupply the medium gunner. Now that it's at max and has 4 ammo, that should... Honestly, that should basically do for the rest of the game since we only have 7 turns, but it might need 1 more resupply if it really pops off. I'm going to send in the battlecopter, not too far, just because it doesn't need to get all that vision since it's a little dangerous, and we'll start hitting them. All right, generally, I think this is going pretty well. I unfortunately am going to just keep the Scout Jeep over here because... quite frankly, I don't want it to die, even though I'm not getting a ton of use out of it right there. These shock troopers haven't got a ton of value, so I'm going to send them over to this bunker so we can just really keep an eye on this area. Looks like absolutely nothing's happening, so it is what it is. And then this tank can shoot these guys, and dang, this may have been a little too easy. All right, Private Davis is a yapper. I'll wait for the turn to end. They're shooting my battlecopter for 5 damage. They just keep coming. Gonna run out of ammo at this rate. What's their goal beyond giving me more kills to brag about in the mess hall? Maybe they're being forced to? I heard the Ballison commanders are rough on their soldiers, push them into horrific tragedies that plague newspapers in my hometown. It's sickening to think about. Clear up. Last boss says the other convoy will be here soon to aid us. Nothing these billies throw at us compared to good old Viridian armored support. Alright, so they're gonna get cooked in a second then. That's what I've interpreted from that. Okay. I think I'm realizing now that the battlecopter's missile can be called in as a artillery. That's actually really, really cool. Glad they implemented that. I'm gonna do another combo with the battle helicopter and the medium tank to just take out these guys. Easy. I am wondering, they might have one more like pretty strong push, but I'll probably be alright. I'm gonna send out these troopers and resupply them, get some health back, and then I'm gonna drop my other 2 supplies in here next turn and go back and get stuff from the outpost since it has infinite. Oh man. See, the bazooka... yeah, I knew that guy wasn't a good idea to have. Alright, so they actually are making quite the push here. Fortunately, the scout car isn't the biggest loss in the world, because I kind of expected it to die anyway. But we're just going to have to make do with what we've got. I can kill this armored car pretty easily. That's nice. And, oh, look at all that morale. That's great. Great stuff. I like having this vision, but it might be better to send these troopers back just so they can actually fight. I'm not sure how much protection this gives, though. I should probably look into that later. We're going to have the bazookas do some stuff. 61 is not going to finish them off. Oof. Also, this mortar carriage is kind of useless right now, so I'm going to start sending out its units that it's been storing up this whole game that I may or may not have completely forgot about. Unfortunately, the battlecopter does not have the missile attack, or the, I guess, rocket attack of the old NIC helicopter. That would be very useful right now, but it's alright. I think I'm going to try to stop the bazookas as well as I can, just so they can't do anything crazy to my medium tank. Alright, we got to get this guy back quick. We're also not going to have the helicopter for too long. I think we can go like another turn of attacking with the missile. That's about it. I'm also really going to have to rethink this strategy because this mortar carriage is getting 0 value right now. I'm going to have this medium tank kind of go around so it can support from that side. Alright, they're sending in a bunch of extra guys. Oh, they've got artillery somewhere. That is not good. Ooh, this is a lot. Okay, their artillery was not perfectly accurate. Lieutenant Lorenzo. I'm back, Collins. Miss me? Major Colin Gobbins. I'm assuming this is like our main guy. Get your sorry rear over here and make jokes when my men aren't being shot at, Lieutenant. Hop to it. Oh boy, you guys look beat up. Well, nothing to fear. The mighty Lorenzo and his very hungry tank commanders are here to save you. Are they spawning in somewhere? Oh, they are. What even is going on right now? Sheesh. I mean, we weren't doing like amazing, but do we really need that? Yeah, we kind of need it, actually. Take out the bazooka. I don't really want to move the shock troopers back to get healed. I'm going to send them over here to get healed. I also don't want to give the space up, though. I don't think I really get a choice. I'm going to shoot the soldats. I wonder if they're actually supposed to be called that. I don't even know at this point. I think I'm going to finish them off with heavy machine gun. Nice. Going to fight the guardsman with the medium gunner. Heal up the medium gunner as well. We still got 4 turns to finish this off. Okay, sending in the medium tank. Since it moves so far, it's actually going to get value this turn. Just going to take out the guardsmen. Oh, we're already out of ammo on the medium gunner. Okay, we're going to move the field medics just so that we can get this supply truck all the way over here and resupply the medium gunner this turn. I have to say, not like spending very much money because I've got tons. Has actually made this a lot more fun because it's not super easy, but it's also not the hardest thing in the world. I am still mad about the mortar carriage getting 0 value, though. I'm really confused what this is. Maybe it's a perk, actually. Durable, crippler, strict orders. That's it. Okay, so strict orders prevents allied units within 2 tiles from retreating or being suppressed. Very nice. What does he have? So, oh, wow. Okay. I never thought they would actually do that. He just has infinite ammo and like the biggest cannon, bro. Okay, that should make this a lot easier. Okay, I'm gonna get him up here just so we make sure no one gets messed with. And get all these recon tanks. Maybe with the recon tank. Oh, and they gave me an IFV with tons of stuff in it. This doesn't even feel fair at this point. I haven't seen anything happen over here, so I'm gonna keep the shock troopers on watch, but then the riflemen are gonna head back. Medium gunner can move 2 tiles. That's really weird to me, but whatever. Then gonna move the battlecopter as well. I don't know if I'm actually going to get any more value out of it because it's got to refuel. All right, I'm feeling better about this now that we got the crazy support. Bazooka's getting beat on. Was that it? Oh, they're done. They are done for. Just going to quickly do some guardsman damage. We're going to resupply the bazooka and then get them out of here into the supply half-track. Heavy machine gun these guardsmen. Kill them. Ooh, the medium gunner does not have enough area to actually attack anyone. That's a shame. 58 or 70. I think we're going to go with that 70. And get the riflemen all the way up here. Not the best spot, but if anyone comes from over here, they'll be in a very nice position. This bazooka is ready to attack, so I'm going to send them up. Attack the soldats. Also going to send the soldiers. Are these? Yeah, the troopers over here to help him out with the soldats. The soldats are so close to being pinned. They sure don't look too unhappy in the picture, but whatever. Or the video, actually. Okay, we're going to send the medium tank. Okay, I'm actually going to resupply the medium tank real quick. And then next turn, we're just going to unleash all of these big guys at the same time. Actually, I'm going to move this guy up. Move the field medics back. That should allow me to start getting closer. Ooh, he's getting so many people right now. Helicopters coming back. Get that resupply. Alright, it shouldn't be too bad from here on. Ooh, okay. They actually have some crazy stuff. Oh, double 50? Oh, that sucks. Stupid light tank. He looks so goofy and circular. I'll just have to make do. It'll work out. Alright, gonna hit the guardsman for 88. This medium tank might be able to... No, it's not enough to kill the light tank. Gonna resupply it. Over here. Oh, they made it so vehicles can just drive through enemies now. That's nice. We'll get them out just so that we can also get the recon tank over here. Gonna shoot the guardsman. The recon tank should... Yeah, it has a pretty good radio, so I think I can actually use the mortar carriage this time. I can do 70 to the light tank. Lieutenant can't really go anywhere. I'm just going to keep the rifleman there. I think I'm just going to lock it down for the next 2 turns, probably, which is kind of boring, but it's just how it's going to have to be. Get a little bit of value out of this medium tank. Mortar carriage, going to hit the light tank. Make sure it doesn't do too much. Mobility kill is very useful, so these guys just can't cut through. I mean, so the light tanks can't cut through. The infantry won't have a problem with it. Oh, I can kill this light gunner. Nice. Get sniped. Honestly, this might be too many units. Oh, and they gave me more guys. That's actually crazy. Is even... How am I even supposed to lose with this much stuff? And I have 1,000 ticks left over. I suspect this game is probably going to get a lot harder later on, though. Whoa, who are these guys? Oh, them. Yeah, this tank's cooked. Oh. They have a section leader, huh? I mean, I'm going to win anyway, but I want to kill this guy real quick. Okay, for some reason the battlecopter is not allowed to do anything useful. I don't know if he's, like, bugging out or what. I'm going to shoot the section leader. Going to keep shooting the section leader. Just going to use the mortar carriage. IFV has 2 range, so I'm going to sit him over here. We're going to do that. Then we're going to... Not going to drop the mortar team because no one has a radio over here. Kill the soldats. Use bazooka. Kill them. This light tank will probably surrender if I shoot it. Yeah, nice. This light tank probably won't. So we're just going to kill it. Then we're just going to move out of the way. Just like to keep the recon tank alive, even though it doesn't really mean anything. Fight the guardsmen a little bit. Fight them a little bit more. Get out of here. Unfortunately, I didn't really get to use the lieutenant's insane ammo. Oh, he would have shot through that? Dang. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, I think that's basically it. There is 0 chance that they get this outpost. Oh, I feel bad. They kind of destroyed me a little bit. But I won. I believe I will be attempting to do another one because it wasn't too bad. Though I am going to change my loadout a little bit. For starters, the shock troopers aren't as useful as I'd hoped because of their really limited radio range. And honestly, that's kind of why I had them in the first place. So it's either that I get rid of mortar carriage or I switch shock troopers out for something else that can fulfill that radio need, because the riflemen honestly aren't doing it either. I think what I'm going to do is change the riflemen to grunts, which they appear to have slightly less firepower, but their radio is significantly better. So we'll do that. We'll keep the mortar carriage. I think I am going to still move the shock troopers out. I think I'm then also going to go with the tank hunter. Let me research that a little bit, actually. Oh, that thing is huge. I mean, sniper cannon only has 3 spaces, which is a little sad, but I'm kind of excited to use this. This looks interesting. I probably don't need the battle tank, but I'm going to keep it just because it is some nice insurance that things really start getting bad. I can throw that out there. Otherwise, though, I think we're pretty good to go. And we were playing Search and Destroy. I kind of want to do the same thing. I don't know. I could go up for try hard, but again, I am doing it completely by myself, so I think I won't. Hopefully it's still, fun if it's a little easy. We'll see. But then, who knows? It could actually end up being really difficult. I just have no way of telling. All right. I have no idea what this one's going to be, because I do see a supply depot over here, but nothing. No, I see 2 supply depots, so I am probably pushing a little bit. It might be a mixed defense and offense map. There's definitely going to be some offense because they gave me an IFV with troops inside of it, so that's for sure. And I can see lots of places the enemies could be camping in, so we're going to have to keep an eye out for that. But yeah, I think overall this is going to be an offense map. Though, what I want to do is get some troops just sitting in these trees, the forest line there, so that if I have to wait a little bit for them to kind of come out and fight me, I won't be doing too bad. We're going to get a grunt. We're going to drop a mortar carriage to actually capitalize off of those grunts. I don't think I'm going to be going battlecopter this time around just because this map is much bigger and it's going to be a lot harder to keep it supplied. Also, it kind of feels like cheating sometimes. It feels a lot less like cheating in this one since basically anything can attack them, but still. Tank Hunter actually costs so much money. It's almost as much as a battle tank. But I just want to use it. I want to see how it works. And it just looks so cool. Like, come on. I probably should have moved the Scout Jeep out since it can get one-tapped by bazookas, which is absolutely crazy. And I'm like 99% sure they'll have bazookas on this map, but it's alright. I'm not exactly sure. I might actually just use the battle tank here because these are all like medium, or actually I think they're all lightly armored units, which is really, really sketchy. So I'm going to have some actual armor here. Unless they made Recon and IFV medium armored in this version. I really don't know. They changed so much, which is alright. I'm good with that. I like learning new stuff. I was going to throw a medium gunner into the, where is he? Medium gunner into the mortar carriage, but this does really, like, the more I look at it, the more it actually just looks like an offense map, so I don't think I'm going to go with the medium gunner. At least not yet. We do need our supply half track. I'm actually going to put that in the back. Still have some decent money left over. I don't know. I might want to go medium tank, but I also might want a little bit more infantry. Actually, I think that's the play. I'm going to get a bazooka just for that extra armor. Fortunately, we have so much room to place tons of infantry, so this is going to work out. And get some more grunts, make sure we can we can use the mortar carriage this time. And then we're going to throw in field medics just to keep all of those guys alive. I think I'm good to start now. I definitely feel a lot more prepared for this one, but again, there's just no way to know. All right, destroy or capture all 3 supply depots. Yeah, that should be this one, and this one. This one looks pretty hard to get to. Major Colin Gobbins. Time for some retribution today, General. Those Basilian Billies, I imagine Billies is like a mean nickname or whatever, did a number on our forces at the border, and I tend to return the favor today tenfold. Got me pumped, man. Lorenzo's men are heckling the enemy's shrill armor reserves elsewhere. In the meantime, we've been tasked with clearing some of their depots to cripple supply in the region. Unlike previous skirmishes, we'll be facing an organized front of Basilan soldiers, not the scrappy insurgents we encountered prior. Expect tougher units and enemy tanks. That's kind of annoying. But we do have a tank hunter, and we have battle tank, so that should help. I need to learn what all these numbers here mean. Now we're going to get the grunts going over here. Get the mortar carriage behind them. Drop some more grunts. Tank hunter also appears to have this scouting perk. So that's nice, just to get a little bit more vision. Field medics are going to move in as well. I want to be careful with the recon tank, so I think I'm actually going to have the battle tank go first since it's got crazy armor. I'm going to see if this trick actually works. In normal Nick, if you just attack at all, your morale will go up. So since I'm here and I can easily resupply my battle tank, I'm going to quickly shoot there. Then we're going to resupply it. And yeah, it does have slightly increased morale for free, basically. I think it's safe to move up a little bit more. It's okay, it's not really safe. It's a little risky, but I don't really want to wait around just for some enemies to push so I can cheese them. So instead, we're going all out. We're pushing. Okay, it looks like they gave me troopers and a mortar team inside of that IFV. That's pretty nice because we do have a lot of radios. This is a big army. Oh, immediately, I'm wanting to get rid of this combat jeep, but it could be a little risky to do so. I'll move the tank hunter in there. Okay, it looks like the tank hunter can move and attack on the same turn, so that's nice. Oh, and he has a big machine gun. That's very, very nice. All right. Oh, but the gun isn't enough to one-shot the combat jeep. All right, I'm going to move the recon tank up here. I don't think it can shoot that far. Oh, it can. Now to decide whether I want the recon tank or the tank hunter to get the shot. I think I want the tank hunter to get it. So we'll do that. Has 25 health. I think I'm going to use the machine gun on him. I'd like to get rid of these guardsmen pretty quick. So I can do 56. 56. Just going to do the cheaper 56 with the smaller machine gun then. Oh, maybe I think I may have used the bigger machine gun. I can't really tell which is which here. I'm also thinking I can send the IFV over here. I don't really want to, but I do need to get rid of these guys before they do anything. And that gives the IFV a knockout. Maybe we can get some veterancy to keep it alive. Next turn, I'm going to move these grunts all the way up here, and then we'll be gaining some ground. Ooh. Okay, guardsmen over here and over here. Fortunately, these guys got plenty of armor to deal with them. Mortar carriage is going to get some hits. I want to get my mortar carriage some nice morale, or, well, morale and veterancy, but that's mainly what I mean. Easy. Now these guardsmen, I can either do 50, or I can do 56. We'll take that, please. Please and thank you. All right, I might wait one more turn now, just because these guys can't attack before I go up here, because I want to be really ready for that. I'm going to move the battle tank up. Get the recon tank up as well. Oh, there we are. 35, 42, 49, or 42. Okay, so it looks like this is the heavy machine gun because it goes further. We're going to go with 42 there. I do want to make my battle tank really powerful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send these grunts up, praying there's no one over there. And then we're going to hit them with that. And the battle tank should be able to pretty easily finish him off. I am going to send these grunts up now just because I want to make sure there's nothing over here. Okay, we're actually good. And we gained a lot of extra ground. So that's going to work out great for us. Now also just going to throw in this mortar team just because it's so close and we have radios everywhere. Speaking of all the radios, I'm actually going to go with another mortar carriage just to really capitalize, you know what I mean? All right, Sergeant Williams. Oh, hold up, we're getting hit. Basilian forces are converging on this sector, sir. Seems like these depots are critical to whatever plan they're trying to formulate. Seems like the Billies are bringing in more reserves to hold us off. Keep the pressure on them, General. All right, I believe there was someone right here, but I'm not 100% sure. We're going to quickly finish these guys off. Then going to move the recon tank in the trees. Hopefully that can protect it a little bit. Get some mortar carriage damage on that Jeep there. These grunts might be able to finish them off, actually. Ooh, I don't think they're going to, actually. That sucks. Instead, we're going to send the battle tank all the way up here, which may not have been the best choice in the world. Oh, wait, never mind. I can send the recon tank as well. The recon tank will get that combat jeep hit. And the battle tank, we can either do 14, which is nothing, 3, which is obviously absolutely nothing, or 47, which is actually okay against this light gunner here. And I'm not too worried about the battle tank's morale going down because it's way above the natural. Now we're going to resupply this guy. All right, I think we're basically good to camp here for a couple turns and then actually push again. Oh, man. I am a little scared for my morale right now because they are spamming a lot. It doesn't seem to be the biggest issue. The IFV immediately one-taps the combat jeep. Nice. I can do some crazy mortar stuff here. Alright. I don't know if this is going to work. I might have to move my radios around. Nope, I don't. I can just kill these guardsmen. What I really like about this game that normal Nick just doesn't have is that they have much more accurate damage stuff. Like, it seems like they're not rounding. Because in normal Nick, you would hit them twice with a 50, something that does 50 damage, and they'd have 1 health left just because it, like, round down. Whereas here, it looks like it's actually built to make sure that you can two-shot them like that, which it just makes it so much more satisfying. It also makes your units can die very quickly, too, but I think it's worth it, personally, just to make the game feel more fair. Gonna move down, see if I can get that recon tank hit there. There we go. I don't really care much for the recon tank having veterancy, but it would be nice just because they die pretty quick by themselves. So I guess I'm not too opposed to it. Then we're gonna have just a whole line here, people protecting. Move the mortar team up so they have better range. All right, I think we're good to go. We've already got our supply lines going. I might get another supply half track next turn just because I have so many things to maintain right now. Okay, not too much movement last turn, so we're probably good to move on. I'm going to quickly see who's in here. Just a sniper. Going to get my battle tank some veterancy real quick. Honestly, we might even be good to move on this turn. I'm going to send the recon tank up here. Oh, I wanted that, but nope. Okay, 35. 42, just going to push him out. Going to move this guy's... Oh, that is a lot. I wish I could shoot that armored car. I cannot. Instead, we're just going to have to shoot the soldats. I probably should have got the light gunner, but I don't know if it would have been enough to kill him. That is not going super well, I have to admit. We're going to send the mortar carriages up pretty far just to get some support this next turn. Also, the IFE is going to come with them. I'm a little scared of this armored car specifically because that could do some serious damage. It'll probably be fine, though, because I think the tank hunter's got good armor. Send the recon tank in there. Okay, there are enemies up here. Regulars. I have no idea what that means. Can I shoot them? Oh, I can. 31 or 36. There we go. They're not pinned down, so they are still kind of like a weird variable there, but it'll probably be all right. Oh, they've got artillery. That's not great for me. All right, it looks like it's just mortars coming from over there, though. Ooh, there's a lot of them. Whew. Guys, I don't like how much stuff's happening right now. That is a lot. I need some crowd control. Looks like there's stuff happening up here. So I'm going to send the battle tank. I'm not going to do that. I can't move very far. This mortar carriage is very stuck. Going to move the recon tank up one. That mortar carriage, that range. This other mortar carriage is going to probably shoot the light tank. It can't shoot right in front of itself. I didn't factor that. Okay, we're going to do that. This. Just get rid of the armored car. Gonna have the supply truck start to move in. Then this mortar team can't do a whole lot. Maybe if I move them up here, I think I can get a little bit of value. There we go. What just happened here? This is not exactly how I wanted it to go, I gotta admit. But it'll be alright. I just gotta keep this tank hunter alive, so we're gonna have him run the crap away and then finish off this light tank. It's got crazy morale value. Look at that. And we can send these guys in. I don't think this light tank's gonna be able to shoot anything. Okay, it is. And it actually got a kill. That's really nice. Huge for me. Just gonna keep these grunts over here to keep watch while the battle tank comes in and does some heavy lifting. Alright, they're immediately using their stuff again. Their artillery. I don't like having that section leader over here. Fortunately, my recon tank is doing really well against all this firepower, though. And get these grunts a little bit of veterancy. Section leader is not completely cornered. He can actually escape if he wants. I don't really want this recon tank to go out, but... I think I'll have the other one move up here. And we'll start fighting these regulars. Perfect. Crazy value. Then we're going to have these grunts. Oh, wait, no. Those grunts have already attacked this turn. This mortar team, instead, is going to... Oh, he can't kill them. I'm going to chip away at the section leader's health. I'm going to send the battle tank in to start getting some value. I can do that, or 30... I'm going to keep my only rocket or shell. That's right, it is a shell. Okay, so he's not allowed to be pinned down. Got it. Fortunately, we still have both of these mortar carriages. I'm going to fix up this one, get it out of here next turn. Going to empty it out just in case it gets destroyed somehow magically. Then we'll have the mortar carriages actually do a little bit of damage there. So that'll be 24, whereas this guy can't even hit it. Okay. I'm gonna move the tank hunter up here just so it's easier for the supply half track to get with him next turn after the mortar carriage moves. And this mortar team's gonna move up a little bit as well. But that's kind of a risky move. I think it'll be fine. Oh, they're just healing the section leader. Oh, but he's so low on morale. Our recon tanks are getting pretty iffy there. I am just gonna, I think, get him to get out of here. Route him. Nice. Can move that guy up. This guy can't actually get any value. All right, so we get 0 of that kind of artillery. We can use this artillery, though. We're going to have him run away. Move the mortar team to this. Oh, they got blocked. Oh, that's not good. We're going to have these guys come up here. I don't know if they can shoot through. They can. Okay. So they'll have a little bit less morale of whoever's in there. Finish off these soldats. Move up the grunts. Hopefully they can capture next turn. The light gunner is not completely gone. That's too bad. Move up the battle tank. It's locked in now. Let's see if we can finish off whoever's in there. Oh, we did. Perfect. I really don't like that bazooka. Those guys can be super dangerous, but I'm just going to finish off the light gunner for the sake of morale and for the veterancy, of course. I completely forgot to spawn in my supply half track, which is so important right now. I'd actually consider going supply heli, but I just don't know its mechanics well enough, and I honestly kind of want to win right now. I kind of like, it almost feels like a challenge to not lose any units. I don't know if I'm going to stick to that, but it's been going decently so far. All right, we got the depot. Private Davis. Northern depot secure. These billies aren't even trying anymore. Stay sharp, Davis. Now is not the time for complacency. Got a siege mortar. We can probably take care of him. Just going to keep these bazookas blocked and start shooting them. Battle tank's going to get a hit. We're going to do some crazy maneuvers here. Driving basically a circle. Oh, I did not mean to move the bazooka up there. There was a misclick, but it'll probably be fine. They are at full health, so, you know. What could go wrong? I don't know if I can supply this turn. I cannot. I'm going to move the recon tank over because I want supply next turn, and I can actually start shooting these siege mortars. All right, not too much movement. That's good. I think I can finish off these bazookas here. Can refill the recon tank. I'll move him. Oh, I can't move him. No, wait, I can. Look at this. So far, just to kill the siege mortar. Very nice. I do wonder, they might have another one here, or they'll have like 2 in here. Because they use so many. By the way, this supply depot's going to be so helpful because I need supplies so badly. Okay, battle tank is all up and ready to go. That is what I'm talking about. Honestly, I'm going to go with 3 supply half tracks just to really keep us going and pushing. All right, we're getting some pushback now. Not too bad, though. Gonna move this guy up here, get a shot. I'd like the tank hunter to get a little bit more veterancy. I'd also like the bazooka to keep its ammo in case we run into some more tanks. And I don't know. Its resupplying has been difficult. I guess it's worth it for the veterancy. I could send him over here. This might be enough to finish him off. Oh, it is not even close. They are pinned down, though, and they have, like, no morale, so they should be okay. Thinking that I'm going to have my troops come down on this slope and this slope at the same time, just kind of surround them. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, they do have multiple mortars over there, it appears. Or that didn't hit anything. I don't think that's a mortar. At least not one I'm used to. Troopers are getting low, which I'm not a huge fan of, so we're going to send them back here. I'm not sure where, but I have combat. Yeah, combat medics are here. Oh, look at this maneuvering. That's crazy. Okay, combat medics don't heal that much, but they got 5 uses. They're okay. We're going to attack there and then get these grunts resupplied. Crazy maneuvering. Tank hunter getting 31 health from 1 resupply is not bad, considering what I'm used to getting from the battle tank. Okay, we do have regulars right here, which is kind of annoying. I'd like if they went away, please. Okay, we can't attack them with that. No, 42. We can get rid of them. Nice. Oh, okay, so the field medic actually heals every turn as well. And that does not use up its actual action, so that's very nice. I am actually going to use the supply depot to fill up the supply truck just because it's so much more mobile. I think we're pretty close to being able to actually make a push, but not quite yet. All right, this army's huge, dude. This shouldn't be too bad. Got the mortar carriages all in place. Um, I might have to move them up a little bit once we start really getting into it, but that should work for now. All right, I'm thinking next turn is probably the one where we're going to make our real push. Loading up the infantry and all the different infantry carrying units. All right, I heard like no movement. So either they're all sitting in one spot or we've got a clear shot. Okay, this IFV is about to run out of fuel, so we got to make sure a supply half track follows it. We're going all the way in. I did not realize he was actually going to move that far. Okay, gonna hit the light gunner. Maybe we can finish him off. 54. We cannot. Oh, he's not allowed to be pinned down. That means they've got another commander in here somewhere. Let's just re-heal the light gunner. Uh-oh. We got him from all angles. I don't know if this recon tank is going to survive. I'm going to shoot down the regulars. Now, we have a ton of supplies, so I think it's okay to just move our stuff around a little bit here. I'm thinking I'm going to send in the IFV over here, and they're going to shoot at the regulars. I was going to also send out the bazooka to shoot, but I don't think that's necessary. We're going to spam these regulars here. 55, 56. That should do it. And these guardsmen, I can't really deal with at the moment. I might be able to shoot them from up here, especially since I've got the high ground and everything. I send in the recon tank for some support. They're still not dead, but that did make a pretty big dent there. The supply half track has almost nothing in it. So I think I'm just going to supply these mortar carriages after I've used them a couple times and then send it back. Or I could work on this recon tank, which is actually 3 veterancy now. Man, that artillery is annoying. Oh! Yeesh. I guess it has to help the mortar carriages. Bro, this light gunner comes over here and just sees this absolute disaster. Anyway, time to destroy this guy. 56. 74. Easy. I'm going to send this guy in here into this house. Okay, yeah, so we can see where the section leader is. That's nice. Hopefully we can actually finish him off. Not quite. Actually, move this guy back. Then the mortar carriage should be able to shoot him. And he's almost gone, so let's just finish him off. Not getting extra veterancy, because that guy's already maxed out, but it's alright. Section leader's gone. Now we just gotta cap this thing, because I think we basically cleared it. Alright, we're gonna send in the bazooka, and then move the IFV back, because I don't really want to put it in harm's way. Then send out the battle tank. I'm gonna try to heal this supply half track. Get it, so we're gonna actually move again. Field medics. They're going to naturally heal these bazookas, or the bazooka next turn, so that isn't a problem. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get a 4th supply half track, and I'm going to start moving some of my units back and meet up with it, because we're going to have to go after this supply depot in a second. Yeah, I don't need all of these units clogging up space when they're not really getting any damage at the moment, so I can already start preparing for my final assault. Oh, I can't supply it from there because it's the hill. That's too bad. The heck? Can I supply my... I can supply myself. What is this? Oh, I could have just done that. Oh, that's actually really cool. So it can just heal itself for one of the supplies. Gotcha. Move over here. It looks like we're basically good to cap this next turn. Hopefully we can heal our recon tank with that. All right, supply depot is ours. We're almost there. Oh, was not expecting there to be a dude there. Whoopsies. Gonna move the field medics out just in case the bazooka can one-shot the half-track. I don't know if it can. That would really suck, and honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised. Ooh, I can't get over there. They might be screwed. Really hoping they can just survive. Come on. Oh, okay. Oh, never mind. They swapped out. And it was only like 2 supplies, and we got loads over here, so we should be okay. Also, we got that battle tank resupply, so it'll work. Also, now I'm realizing I don't think the supply depot can supply any of my vehicles. I guess I don't need to be doing too much over here because I have this. I just need to make sure they don't take it back. Instead, I can sort of just make my next caravan over here. And yeah, I definitely didn't do this without losing any units, but I think that may have been the first loss, actually. I'm thinking I'm gonna have someone just like sitting in here, probably the mortar carriage, and then we'll just be hitting them from there. I wonder, I might be allowed to have something in here, but unless it's the mortar carriage, I don't really need to have something that far away. But I do know in normal NIC you can put some vehicles like the tank hunter into bunkers and such. I have no idea why, but you can. Alright, we've got some actual fighters coming at me. Yeah, it doesn't look like any vehicles are allowed in here. It can actually come from both sides. Be a little iffy, because the recon tank is not at full. I think we're basically done here. I think we've got everything under control. Okay, siege mortar is not super fun. Tank hunter is one away, so I'm gonna see if I can get him the actual kill. Okay, we should do this pretty easily. Boom, boom. Easy. I don't really want the IFV to be going first, but I don't really have much of a choice here. We'll have the grunts in front of them. Oh, crap. That's another death. Yeesh. This place is actually... Whoa! That's 2! This place is crazy defended. Okay, 83. And then I'm running to the trees. Gotta be ready to resupply as well. If I move up here, I don't know. I might be allowed to. Yeesh. Mortar carriage. Can't hit crap. Let's resupply this recon tank and then make a push. Okay, there's absolutely nothing up there. However, I can get rid of this armored car real quick. Easy. These mortar carriages are quickly losing their value because we have, like, no radios anymore. We just have this recon tank. Unless... Oh, okay, we actually have grunts inside of them. 36, 51... I might be able to finish them off. So they have 53. I think they'll die anyway because of the routing. Yeah. I'm still kind of scared of this light tank, though, because it does some crazy damage. Yeesh, look at all this. Okay, the light tank is cooked. 33 damage on a battle tank is actually pretty impressive. Oof. Okay, maybe... I resupply. Come on, give me enough morale to one-tap. That's what I'm talking about. Get out of here. Do that. Get this guy some veterancy. Just like that. That's his first veterancy. That's kind of embarrassing. So then, dude, just get out of here. Go away. Finally. Okay, now this is actually a bit problematic. We get rid of them, and that should lower both of their morale. Gonna have to send over some support in a second. Just gonna see what we got over here. Oh, there's a bazooka. Hate those guys. I'm mostly scared for my IFV getting destroyed by all these guys. And, oh, wow, that's some actual battle tank damage. The bazooka has kind of escaped, it looks like. However, I come in here. It can still kind of fight back. But I'm going to hit it with 64 damage. Oh, but its morale isn't even that bad. Yeesh. I don't think it'll be able to one-tap a 3-star recon tank, though. So I think we'll be fine. I'm going to send in the tank hunter. Probably... Ooh, I think we can finish these guys off. Perfect. And then... Wait. If I do this... Look at this movement. We could win this turn. Or, like, next turn. You know what I mean. None of this stuff will even matter if I can just pull this off. Alright, screw you guys. I win. Southern Depot is ours. Weirded doinked it. Whatever, man. Excellent work, lass. Keep at it, and we'll be done in no time. Alright, I think that's it for this video, but yeah, if you guys want to see more, make sure to comment and tell me. We're almost done with the first campaign. Anyways, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.